Don't you just love that music?
It makes me move.
It makes me move all the time, too, good brother. Oh, my Lord, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. It is time for Two Guys Talking NFL. Who am I with today?
My name is Pat Gagliano, but I have another name. What's that?
Pro G.
Pro G. And this is next to me who?
I'm John Lesaine, and my name is...
Smooth Dr. J.
Pat, which week is this?
This is week 8 of the NFL already.
Wow.
Already at the midpoint of the season.
Don't you just love it?
We're finding out the haves and the have-nots.
Absolutely.
Who's going to be playing
the
in
pretenders,
January and
the
February.
contenders, yes.
That's it. It's all on the table today. As we review week 8, we hear about John's going Lesaine, and today we'll have Pat's poll, top 10 once again, and we're going off the sports for our feature, sharing our top 10 movies of all time.
Yes,
Think about all you film buffs out there.
Yeah,
yes.
now Pat's going to be picking on my movies, so y'all be prepared to laugh later on.
Just like Pat's poll, my movies are the definitive ranking of movies.
And much like I normally do with Pat's poll, I might have to push back just a little bit, but I still love you.
Let's get there. Let's talk about the week 8 games. You know, we did some predictions last week, and I'm pretty surprised about this, actually, but I'm proud of it. So last week we were both 4-2 with our prediction. We picked 6 games going into for week 8, and those games, Pat picked them all correctly. 6-0.
Congrats! Listen, I can't even hate on that. I can't even hate on that, Pat.
Well, you know, and these are 3 teams I absolutely hate because I'm a fan. But they all came through for me, but I still hate them. Houston, they beat San Francisco. Denver beat Dallas, and the third one we disagreed on was Baltimore at Chicago. That one was a stretch for you to pick
absolutely.
Chicago.
Yes,
but,
yes.
Baltimore was down, but they think they found it. So our games classified for this week. We have the surprise games. Surprise scores. We have the expected scores, and we have the back on track scores.
Yes.
So the 3 surprise games, Miami all over Atlanta on the road at the mothership in Atlanta. They beat them 34-10.
Pat, I did not see this coming whatsoever. I mean, they straight up just waxed the Falcons up and down the field all game on their home field.
The other surprise, no longer unvictorious New York's Jets. They went into Cincinnati in the jungle, and they came out with a victory 39-38.
I am so happy for Aaron Glenn. I'm a fan of his. I'm so happy
Speaking
for
of
him.
dancing, one of the best dancing coaches in the NFL. We found that out on the 21st day of September.
We sure did.
Yes, thank you, Earth, Wind, and Fire. And the other game that was kind of a surprise, not for me who won, but just by the way Denver walloped Dallas. Now, it was in Denver. It was at Mile High. It was 44-24. So we'll get to that game in a little while and discuss it a little more.
Yes.
The expected games from week 8. We had the L.A. Chargers on Thursday Night Football toppling the hapless now Minnesota Vikings.
I don't know what's going on with the Vikings, but it's just not good for them whatsoever. They're not going to make the playoffs.
Other expected games, the games that just went as we expected.
Playoffs.
New England clobbered Cleveland 32-13.
Yeah.
Philadelphia all over the New York Giants 38-20. They weren't going to lose to them twice.
Not at all.
Indianapolis Colts continue to win. They're 7-1, top of the NFL record-wise, and they won 38-14
over the
Tennessee.
hapless Titans.
The Titans. We'll start calling them the babies, not the Titans.
Yeah, not the Titans.
Yes, they're no giant. And Kansas City. Kansas City is back. We've been talking about this for a few weeks on Monday. They even had an off night and they won by 3 touchdowns.
Absolutely. It was
Mahomes was terrible when this game started.
It was one of those ho-hum games is what it was. Right. You know, they were tied at 7 and then they just pick things up. Yeah.
Mahomes was perfect.
Absolutely.
And the back on track games. Chicago losing at Baltimore 30-9. Buffalo all over Carolina. It wasn't even a game. 40-9.
We didn't keep pounding. We got pounded. That's what happened.
Houston beat San Francisco. Houston's starting to try to creep back in it. Tampa Bay over New Orleans. We figured that. And the Aaron Rodgers Bowl. Green Bay over Pittsburgh. We'll talk about that game. Let's start with that one as we talk just a little bit more. Green Bay 35, Pittsburgh 25, Sunday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers was good. The loss was not his fault. The Pittsburgh defense was awful in the second half.
It was. The Steelers just looked listless. They just looked like they didn't know what they were doing out there.
And Jordan Love was better than Aaron Rodgers in this game. The switch they made really has worked out for both teams. Pittsburgh's better with him offensively, but their defense. Yeah, and Jordan Love was 29 out of 35. He had 20 consecutive completions, including this crazy throw to Tucker Kraft for 59 yards. He was about to get sacked and just threw it up in the air. You thought it might be an interception, and Kraft comes down with it, runs after it.
Impressive play.
But Pittsburgh, those uniforms. Did you see those? They were their 1933 Pirates, Pittsburgh Pirates jerseys when the football team was called the Pirates. But they looked like dirty fifth stage winners of the Tour de France in their ugly yellow uniforms.
They sure did. Retire those, please, Steelers. Retire those.
We talked about Minnesota and the L.A. Chargers a little bit from Thursday Night Football at SoFi. Carson Wentz, season-ending ankle injury. He was sacked, shoulder, and he was in such pain. I don't know if you saw this or not, but he looked awful on the sidelines, and he's done for the season.
Yeah.
So now they don't have a quarterback. I mean, last year the Vikings had Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold on the roster.
They did.
A couple of guys who are performing pretty well this year.
Absolutely.
Wow. They wanted to go with the youngster, but we'll see if JJ can do it. We'll see. What else? The Dallas game, Dallas at Denver, 44-24. Denver lost star Patrick Surtain second to a shoulder injury. He's out for weeks. Dak is not doing – he didn't do very well in this game. He only had 188 yards, 2 interceptions. Not so good. And
it wasn't a good day.
The Jets, Tyrod Taylor was injured, so Justin Fields got another chance and made the best of it.
He sure did, and they were down big in that game. And to be trailing 31-16 after the third quarter, wow.
Yes. And this is the first time the Jets scored over 35 points and over 500 yards since 2000.
2000? 25 years?
I read, 25 years. The first time they scored over 35 points and got 500 yards. Well, Cincinnati's lost 5 of 6 since losing Joe Burrow. We see what the problem is there.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's our review of Week 8, everyone. And after we move to the music a little bit more, maybe Coach Glenn will move with us.
Absolutely.
John's going to be going Lesaine,
and we're going to have Pat's poll, the ultimate definitive rankings of NFL teams. It's the Week 8 edition of Two Guys Talking NFL. We'll be back after this break.
Welcome back, listeners. We're so happy to have you. Coming to you today from the glorious Langford Communications Centers on the immeasurably beautiful campus of Newberry College in Newberry, South Carolina.
It's the center of the universe.
Well, to us it is, of course. Yes, and that's really all that matters. John is now going Lesaine, and you might be too after you hear this. Let's take a listen. John.
Well, Pat, our listeners, I love you all, and you know that I do. Now, today's Going Lesaine segment does not have anything to do with the National Football League. Today's John's Going Lesaine has to deal with the state of college football and more so coaches' buyouts. Pat, I'm going to say this number, $168 million.
I wouldn't say that's pocket change.
No, it's definitely not. What that is collectively, that is the amount of buyout money that is owed to FBS head football coaches from colleges who have been fired so far this year.
Wow, just this year?
Just this year alone.
Wow.
$168 million since the beginning of the season. Now, over $100 million of that is actually in two coaches. That's in Brian Kelly from LSU, who got fired. His buyout was negotiated at $54 million. And then we have James Franklin, whose buyout was he's owed $49 million from Penn State. So, yeah, $168 million. Billy Napier, he's supposed to get $21 million from Florida. Mike Gundy gets $15 million from Oklahoma State. Sam Pittman gets nearly $10 million from Arkansas. And the list goes on and on and on. What are we doing here? I mean, seriously, what are we doing? $168 million. Look, I understand the landscape of college sports and athletics has changed, especially with NIL and with all these other things that's going on. But still, that is a lot of money to throw away in coaches. And I'll go ahead and say it. Lord have mercy. The AD at LSU, Scott Woodard, he was also the AD at Texas A&M, and he was the one who hired Jimbo Fisher, whose payout was, $76 million, if I'm not mistaken?
I think that's the right figure.
And so, like, what is it that we're actually doing here? For starters, why do we have these large contracts? Secondly, why do we have these large buyouts? It puts the schools in a very precarious situation that you have to come up with $168 million collectively from all these fired coaches and give them money. I just don't understand it.
Well, I understand one thing about it. I think that you and I got into the wrong profession.
We sure did.
We should have been college coaches, not college professors.
Yes.
Oh, well.
Because in certain aspects...
we could fail and get paid more not to do our job than to do it. Because that's what these guys are doing.
Because in certain aspects, some of these coaches are actually the highest paid state employees in their states.
And they don't even live there or work there anymore.
Nope, they don't.
Wow. Well, that's very exciting. Thank you for that Going Lesaine feature. Wow. So... something that's much more understandable
Absolutely.
is Pat's poll, because there's no argument with Pat's poll because it's definitive.
And ultimate this week.
And ultimate and definitive. Yes, yes. So we had 6 teams on a bye, and, a couple of those teams still found a way to lose in their bye week. Las Vegas got hammered 35-10 on their bye week, and Arizona came up short, losing 25-24 on a last-second field goal.
Those dang bye weeks. Lord have mercy.
It's typical for Arizona this year, too.
Absolutely.
Okay. Anyway, let's look at Pat's top 10. So moving into the top 10, up one notch, maybe reluctantly, but they had a good game, 44-22 over Dallas. Denver. Yes, Denver is now back in the top 10. Record of 6-2.
They should
They're
be there.
on their way to the playoffs.
They should be there.
Bo Nix and Sean Payton have that team moving in the right direction. Number 9 are the Seattle Seahawks, holding steady with their bye week last week. They're at 5-2 in the tough NFC West.
Absolutely.
Up in at number 8, I have to admit that the top 10 just did not have a lot of changes this week.
No, didn't need to.
All the top teams won, bottom teams lost, except New York, Jets, and Miami. They did move up. We'll get to them. Okay, the Buffalo Bills are in at number 8, 5-2. Buffalo got back on the winning track, as we said, at Carolina.
They handled business as they should have.
Philadelphia Eagles at 6-2 now, handling business against New York Giants, and they are in at number 7, same holding steady at last week, as are the Rams at number 6 with their record of 5-2.
Yes.
Rams had a bye week last week. The Indianapolis Colts, the best record in the NFL at 7-1, are in at number 5. I still don't believe that they are as quality as the teams above them.
I would have to agree with that.
Tampa Bay Bucks hold at 4 with their victory. Tampa Bay got back on the winning track this week against New Orleans, as we said. That was a divisional game, too, so it's going to look good for them moving
Absolutely.
forward. The Green Bay Packers, with their victory in Pittsburgh, staying at number 3 with the record of 5-1-1 now. That just sounds a whole lot better than when they tied Dallas and they were 2-1-1 or 3-1-1, doesn't it? They're 5-1-1 now. Detroit holding at 2. Detroit had a bye week as well. So a lot of the top 10 teams didn't play, so they didn't lose. Nobody in the top 10 lost except for the San Francisco 49ers, who fell down. Detroit's in at number 2, and holding at number 1, Kansas City Chiefs. They are 5-3, number 1 in Pat's poll. They might very well find themselves back in the Super Bowl in what might be Travis Kelce's last year.
I mean, I can honestly see this team. I can honestly see them getting back to the Super Bowl. They just find a way to win games. Pat Mahomes is always going to be good and steady.
Yep.
Andy Reid is just a great coach. They got the right pieces there, and they're starting to get it together right now at the right time.
They are, and they have a big game this week. We'll preview it in our last sequence, Kansas City at Buffalo.
Ooh.
So some other notable teams in Pat's poll. Unfortunately, the Bears and the Panthers fell a little bit. They're down to 17 and 18, respectively, this week. The Cowboys move up a couple. Actually, no, I'm sorry. They moved down a couple, too. They lost. What am I saying? They lost. I never can figure out the Cowboys. They will win some games we expect them to lose a bunch of games they should do better in.
That's Dallas for you.
That is. Jacksonville was also on a bye. A few other teams lost. The Cincinnati Bengals lost to the previously unvictorious New York Jets. And so, yeah, teams move around a little bit in Pat's poll. Some other things change, and that's just the way it goes sometimes. So that's Pat's poll for Week 8. And when we come back, what are we going into next, John? Let's
see.
What's your favorite movie, everyone? Think about your favorite movie, because that's what we're going to be sharing next. Yes.
Yes, I'm excited, Pat.
So
I know
you're
going to
pick sports movies?
No, they're not all sports movies. But I know you want to pick on my number one, but that's okay.
That's because your number one's not a good movie.
And we are back, y'all. I know y'all were dancing to that music, grooving to that music. Once again, it's the weekend edition of Two Guys Talking NFL with my good friend.
I'm Pro G here.
And I'm Smooth Dr. J. Pat, Pat.
Yes.
So you like to watch movies?
I do. I wonder if any of our listeners watch movies or if they only watch football.
They probably watch some movies as well. So last week we looked at the top 10 mascots in sports.
We did. And of course, some of the best mascots. Savannah Bananas.
Yeah. You didn't like my treat, or you didn't like to stand for tree.
The Spot was the one that was the worst.
Oh, the glob. The glob.
See, I can't even remember what it was.
The red thing from
the ridiculous mascot.
Yeah, that thing, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, now you hate it. Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying that's what he is. So, but let's
go to movies.
Yeah, let's go to movies.
Let's go to the movies. Let's do. So we each picked our top 5 movies of all time. I cheated, though. I have 6 because there's a tie for me. But the first number 5 movie, which it very well could have been higher on my list, but we're going to leave it here at number 5 from Francis Ford Coppola. S.E. Hinton's classic novel, The Outsiders, which is now a Broadway show, by the way. But this movie starred so many people you know of, other than C. Thomas Howell, who played Ponyboy. You got Matt Dillon. You got Ralph Macchio, Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe, Diane Lane, Emilio Estevez, Tom Cruise, and Leif Garrett.
Gosh.
All in the same movie, The Outside. The great story that we had of these guys and the friendships and great stuff in this movie. Yeah? You've seen it? Yeah, it's a wonderful film.
Yes.
Most people study this novel in school. And that's why they made it into a Broadway show as well. So I haven't seen it yet, but I need to see that.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. So that's The Outsiders, my number 5. Who do you have at number 5 for you?
Well, my number 5 also includes an ensemble cast.
Yes.
My number 5 is Coming to America, the original. Not the redid that they did. The original Coming to America, Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, James Earl Jones is on this movie. It was an amazing, amazing, amazing movie. Now, I must say this, and I'm just going to, I'm just ripping the Band-Aid off. It's one of those movies where we talk about the black card. So if you have your black card, you can lose your black card if you have not watched Coming to America. It's a funny movie from the 80s. Yeah, that movie is just classic.
Do I get a card because I love this movie?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
My favorite point in this movie is when, it's a throwback to Trading Places, which also starred Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
And Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
But the two guys that were the brothers in that movie, they were the bums in Coming to America. He passed them on the street, and Eddie Murphy's character gave
them the money. Yes,
it was the most hilarious.
It was funny.
It was a callback to it. You just had to watch them both.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, those great Eddie Murphy movies from the 80s.
Yes.
Beverly Hills Cop, another good
yes.
one. Oh, all the whole
series.
That
was a classic. Yes.
Yeah, good. So my number 4, that was your number 5. Yes. My number 4, I actually couldn't choose. It's a tie. And they're both incredible comedies, again, from the 1980s. But the first one is The Blues Brothers, starring Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi. Hey, oh, good stuff. Aretha Franklin was in the movie.
Yes, how could you not love
Sweet
Blues
Lou
Brothers?
Marini was in the movie.
Yes.
Good stuff. Yes, we're on a mission from God. Two brothers trying to save the convent.
Yes.
And there's this great scene where Jake, that's played by John Belushi, they go to visit the nun at the convent.
Yeah.
And he's sitting in a desk, the desks that were tight, and they have the desk attached. And he couldn't get out of it. She starts hitting him with the ruler, and he falls all the way down the stairs in the desk. It was hilarious. My other number 4 was Airplane.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And stop calling me Shirley. Okay, yes. All the great puns in this movie. Leslie Nielsen. Wonderful stuff. He went on with that same kind of character in the Naked Gun series.
Yes.
Oh, just good stuff.
The deadpans are just amazing.
Yeah,
yes.
It's good stuff. Oh, you need to watch Airplane if you haven't seen it. Okay, who's your number 4?
My number 4 is a sports movie, and that movie is Glory Road. Glory Road is the story of the 1965 Texas Western men's basketball team that won the national championship. This story is so amazing because you have a white coach who actually starts an all-black starting lineup for the first time at a national championship game. The movie follows history pretty well, but it's just a great movie. It's a good feel-good story.
Do you know offhand what year that was?
The 1965, 1966 year.
All right.
Yes.
See? Good to know. Get our historical facts.
Yes.
Glory Road.
Glory Road,
Number 4 movie for you. Number 3 movie, I'd be excommunicated from my family if I didn't pick this. Of course, the 1972 classic, The Godfather.
Absolutely.
Starring Marlon Brando, Al Pacino, Jimmy Caan. Oh, man, what a great film. Talia Shire was it. Good stuff. And Al Pacino is Michael Corleone. This film actually has one of the best sequences in all, and one of the best lines. The best line is easy. It's when they're on the side of the road, had just, taken out somebody, and he says, leave the gun, take the cannoli. Because he had to bring dessert home for his wife, that's for sure. But really, the last scene in this film, when Michael's nephew is getting baptized in the beauty and elegance of this wonderful church service, and at the same time, he's executing all the heads of the other families as he takes over as Don Corleone.
That's crazy.
What a great scene that was.
What a great scene.
Oh,
Absolutely.
wow. Okay, what about your number 3?
My number 3 is Liar, Liar, a movie with Jim Carrey. This movie is one of the funniest movies that I've ever seen. People think of Jim Carrey just as a comedian, but the man is just as good as an actor as well.
He's good.
This movie will have you rolling and crying in like 2 minutes.
A wonderful movie. Wonderful movie. My number 2, Fear Can Hold You Prisoner. Hope can set you free. The Shawshank Redemption. Tim Robbins, Morgan Freeman. Unbelievable movie. They didn't think it was going to be popular when it was released, but it turned into a great hit and number 1 movie on IMDb.
Wow.
By voters.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can believe it. It's a great movie.
Of all time. Yeah, it's number 2 for me, but go ahead.
My number 2 is Remember the Titans. How can you not love Remember the Titans? Denzel Washington, that story of the T.C. Williams Titans of 1971. Great movie.
Denzel's good. I think Man on Fire is better than that. But anyway. And number 1 for Pat is The Princess Bride. Wonderfully directed by Rob Reiner. Billy Crystal's in it. So many great scenes in this one. The Man in Black, Indigo Montoya.
Yes.
Great stuff. The Princess Bride. And who's your number 1?
My number 1 is The Lion King, the original Lion King from the 90s. The reason why I say that, this movie was big when it came out, and I was probably like 8 years old, 6 or 8 years old. And I was the first one of my friend group to have the VHS. Everybody was jealous of me. It's a great soundtrack, and I just can't wait to be king. But I also would say this. I also sympathize with Scar as I got older and understood what was going on. Lion King, my number 1 movie.
Lion King. Okay, James Earl Jones was in it.
Yes, he was. Yes.
So I'll give you that.
Okay.
I mean, that's good. And I do love the musical.
Yes.
And yes, I saw that one live. So good stuff. Princess Bride, Lion King, they're both good movies.
They're both good movies.
Godfather. There's a lot we had to leave out too.
Absolutely.
A lot of good movies.
But I like our
in
list.
here. Yeah, good stuff. So when we return,
we will have a preview of our Week 9 games. Let's take a break, Pat.
Take a break and go to the movies.
Now, we hate to stop that dance party because, of course, as always, the music is good, and we're moving right now along with it. But we're coming back with our last segment of this week's show. It's the Week 8 edition of Two Guys Talking NFL with
Pat Gagliano here, also known as Pro G.
And John Lesaine, known as Smooth Dr. J. Pat, we got some exciting games coming up in Week 9. Let's talk about a few of them.
We do, yes. We won't really pick this one, but Baltimore's at Miami on Thursday Night Football. Baltimore's back on track. Miami had the upset.
And Lamar Jackson's supposed to be back playing, yes.
Chicago's going to Cincinnati. We are going to pick that one. Let's talk about that right now. So the Bears have been up and down this year. They've had some good victories. They won a few in a row. They lost last week, of course, at Baltimore. Now they stay playing on the road in the AFC Central. Who do you think's going to win this one, Cincinnati or Chicago at Cincinnati?
Well, Cincinnati is coming off a very embarrassing loss to the Jets. I think they right the ship, and I'm going with the Bengals.
I got to agree with you on that one. I'm picking the Bengals, even though I hate the Bengals.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get out there and say it. There are just teams that I loathe in the NFL.
Pat does not like the Bengals, y'all.
It's Sam Weich's fault. God rest his soul. Okay, let's go with, we'll talk about that story another time. Minnesota at Detroit, Carolina at Green Bay. Doesn't look like Carolina's going to get back on the winning track.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay, Denver at Houston.
Ooh.
This is a spicy one.
Very spicy
Both
one.
teams. Houston's been coming on lately. They play much better at home, as we've documented on this show before. And Denver had this outstanding game against Dallas. Can they do it against a Texas team 2 weeks in a row?
Yes, they can. The Broncos get the win in Houston.
Disagree. I'm going with the Texans.
All right.
There we go. They're going to upset, well, I don't know really who's favored, but this is going to be a good game. Looking forward to it. Houston still has playoff aspirations.
They do.
But they might be looking at wild card with how well Indy's doing. All right. We've got Atlanta at New England. That's probably, you never know what Atlanta team's going to show up.
Correct.
But that victory over Minnesota that Atlanta got early is not so hot looking anymore.
No, it's not. Not at all.
So I don't know. I think New England should take care of business. And New England, they're 6-2.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Mike Vrabel. Coach of the year.
The guy's a great
far.
coach.
Yes,
he is.
Absolutely. We got San Francisco at the New York Giants. I think the Niners might get back on track here.
They do. They win this one.
Yeah, the Giants, they just lost Scattaboo.
Yep.
That wonderful guy. It was a gruesome injury.
Absolutely.
Yes. The Indianapolis Colts go to Pittsburgh this week. Maybe we should have picked this one.
This is a very
it's an intriguing matchup,
yeah.
yes. Because Pittsburgh, I don't know. I almost have to. We're not picking this one officially, but I would almost pick Indy in this one.
I would have to pick Indy in this one, too.
Yeah.
This is a chance for them to prove
The
themselves.
Chargers are at Tennessee. Chargers should continue their winning ways. Same with New Orleans.
Correct.
Going to L.A. to SoFi to play the Rams. All right, here's a pick for us. We're going to pick the last 4 games. Jacksonville at Las Vegas.
The Jaguars.
You think the Jaguars?
I think the Jags go into Alliant, that beautiful stadium, and get a win.
Yes, it is a beautiful stadium as we talked about. I don't know. This one's tough. Is Geno Smith still the quarterback for Las Vegas?
I don't know. When you look at how inept they've been offensively, you just don't know.
Yeah, and it is in Las Vegas. Jacksonville's another one of those up and down teams. They go out to San Francisco and they win a game.
Correct.
And then they lose games that they should win.
Absolutely.
I have to almost flip a coin for this one just to be different from you. I'm picking Las Vegas.
Okay.
We'll see what happens in that one. Go Raiders! Okay, we'll see if they do that. All right, big game in the AFC. Now with Kansas City back on track, Buffalo heating it up with their victory. Buffalo was just tuning up against Carolina for Kansas City. This game is in Buffalo. It's Kansas City at Buffalo. Late game on Sunday afternoon. Let me see. I guess I should pick this one.
Yeah,
first.
go ahead and pick this one.
This one's really tough. I'm going with the home team. I'm going with Buffalo.
I'm actually going to go with Buffalo as well.
No, go with Kansas City.
Okay, I'll go with the Chiefs.
No, you go with whoever you want.
I'm going with Buffalo. I'm going with the Bills.
Go with the Bills?
Yes,
okay.
I'm going with the Bills.
I can't make you change your vote.
I love you too.
All right, there you go. So we're both picking Buffalo to beat the number 1 team in Pat's poll. Does that mean Buffalo might be number 1 if they win? Maybe.
Possibly.
We'll see what the quality
see.
of it is. But you got Detroit and other teams up there too.
Yes.
All right. On Sunday Night Football, then we have Seattle at the Washington Commanders, who haven't been very commanding lately.
And the Seahawks get the win.
You're picking Seahawks,
I'm picking Seattle.
Wow. I don't know if I should contradict you or not. Now, let's see. The Washington Commanders, Dan Quinn, they were really good last year. Jaden Daniels. Jaden's been hurt on and off this year. And Seattle just looks tough. They're going cross-country, though. But it is a night game. Seattle's been doing real well with Sam Darnold.
They have been.
I think I have to go with Seattle also.
All right.
I wanted to contradict you, but I couldn't talk myself into it. And our last game to pick for the week, the Monday Night Football matchup, a couple of losing record teams, but they still have to play the games. Arizona at Dallas on Monday Night Football. Which Dallas team will we get?
Well, we get the Cowgirls or the Cowboys.
The one that ties Green Bay up 40 points apiece, or the one that goes to Denver and loses by 22 points?
I'm going with the Cowboys.
You're going with the Cowboys?
I think they defend home field.
I think you may be right. But I'm going to pick Arizona just to be different. Why not? Let's be contrary. Go Cardinals. I don't think I've ever uttered
I don't
those
think you've
words
ever said
in
that
my
either,
life.
yes.
Why would I want the Cardinals to ever win anything?
Because they're playing the Cowboys. That's the reason why.
Their coach is not enamoring by any stretch of the imagination. Their quarterback's too small. What do you do with Kyler?
I don't know. Hoist them up.
Hoist them up. All right, well, thanks for our sponsors, Langford Center. Look for us on Two Guys Talking NFL on Facebook and Instagram. And remember, we thank you for being here. Thanks to audio from Zach and Marshall, our director, and the communications program. Have a great week, everybody.
We'll see you.